Alright guys, just want to show you what I have so far in my Game Dev Underground InstaJam Game Jam game. I know that's pretty long-winded. I should probably either say InstaJam or Game Jam, not both. But whatever. So, as you can see, I have Construct 2 open. My recent projects here, obviously the last one I've opened was InstaJam 1, which is my temporary name for my game until I actually have a real name for it. You can see my other ones, I don't even know what the heck that one is, but like, this is completely unrelated, but I'll show you my swipe platformer. You can see this weird layout with, a coin and this thing that says drag me, because this is the thing that I'll drag across the screen. We'll hit run layout, and Waterfox open. That's weird, I usually have Chrome open, but anyways, for some reason when I click on it, it teleports up there. I haven't fixed that yet. It's kind of weird still. And let go, and all of a sudden it turns into a platformer. And can't really collect anything yet, because I haven't really done anything with this game, if you want to call it a game. Anyways, yeah, as I said, this is completely unrelated. We'll just close that. And we will close the project. And let's check out the InstaJam 1. Alright, so if you look at the layout, we've got some really crappy placeholder graphics. This is supposed to be a US military ship. I guess it's going to be the USS Indianapolis, which was sunk in 1945 by Japanese torpedoes. Let's see, this one, as you can see down here, is a survivor. So it's an NPC. This one here is the player. I don't even have them on the game yet because I'm actually testing something else out that has nothing to do with the player. This is a shark. Again, I haven't done much with the shark either. But here we have the rescue plane. In my game, periodically there will be a rescue plane coming to save the survivors, because there's really no one else there to come and help them except this one rescue plane. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to automate the movement of the rescue plane to just follow and capture the survivors. So let's go ahead and run it, and I'll show you how janky it is right now. Alright, he's gonna catch him and fly away, but then he stops right there. And you can see these two text labels that are really there for debugging. Obviously, they don't do much good right now because, the survivor isn't even there anymore, but it still says I'm to the right of them, or the plane is to the right of them, and the plane is above them. But let's go ahead and close this, and we'll move the plane over here. Run layout. And he goes to collect up the survivor, and he flies off. This time he actually flies away. So, I'm actually trying to figure out how I'm going to do this movement with the plane. Coming across some issues where I'm getting unexpected movement, which means that I'm not really in full control of the program, which kind of bothers me. But you can see my event sheet here. Everything here in Construct 2 where you have the yellow background, those are comments. So obviously this is, just telling you that this describes the rescue plane movement. We have two Boolean variables. These are actually variables that are tied to the rescue plane object. Like if I click on rescue plane there, we go down here and we see instance variables. We have move right and move left. So we have move right, move left here. You can just read the comments to see what it does. So like if move right is true, the plane will fly to the right. If move left is true, then the plane will continue to fly to the left. Then we have actions for when the rescue plane is to the left of the survivor. So if the rescue plane X is less than the X of the survivor, then all this happens. Like you can see this line that comes down 4, 5, 6, 7 here. All this will happen if the plane X is less than the X of the survivor. So you probably already know this, but X is the horizontal line, Y is vertical. So if the X is less than the survivor, that means that the plane is to the left of the survivor. So if the plane is to the left of the survivor, all this stuff will happen. So then, again in the comments, if the rescue plane is left and underneath the survivor, it will move up and to the right. So look at the layout. If the survivor is here, the plane is left and underneath the survivor, it should move up and to the right in the general direction of the survivor. And then we have, if the plane is directly left of the survivor, it will move to the right. Pretty self-explanatory. If it's directly left, it will just move right. And then if the rescue plane is to the left and above the survivor, it will move down and to the right. So we bring it here, it will move down to the right. Okay. Then we also have, if the rescue plane collides with the survivor disappears and the plane flies off to the right. Okay, this is where I'm getting some trouble. You can see here when we run it, we'll just put him somewhere to the left. Okay, he's already to the left of the survivor. And we'll run it. See, he'll fly towards the survivor, collect him, but then he goes up. He's not flying off to the right like I want him to. I'm not exactly sure why. I know it probably has something to do with the movement options I have for when he's to the right, and it's probably like, having trouble interacting with that somehow. I'm not sure exactly why. Especially because this on collision condition is inside the if it's to the left of the survivor condition. It's, I try to compartmentalize it into that condition. That way this only happens if the plane is to the left of survivor. And again, this is basically the same thing, but on the right. Like if the plane is to the right of the survivor, it's all just reverse. Like it'll move up and to the left, move to the left, down and to the left. If he collides, collects the survivor, and the plane flies off to the left. But again, we move the plane over here to the right, run it. It's supposed to collect them and fly off to the left. But no, he goes crazy and flies up and then to the left. I don't know why. I do not know why this is happening. I wish I did, because I want to be in full control of what I'm creating here. You can see this down here. We just have actions for the text boxes, or I should say text labels, for debugging purposes. Like here, if the plane is so if the plane is above the survivor. You see I didn't add any comments here because I just kind of threw it in kind of quickly. Then it should say above survivor. If he is below, it should say below. If it is horizontally level, it should say H level. If it's vertically level, it should say V level. And also, this isn't working because of these actions, but you know, when the survivor is destroyed, both of the text labels should say survivor picked up. But you know, it doesn't because it's constantly being the text labels are constantly being updated, and I don't have anything to counteract that. You can also see right here for the X's, I added in the debug label. So if it's left of the survivor, it'll say left of the survivor, and so on and so forth if it's right of the survivor. So yeah, I've drawn a couple things, not a whole lot yet. I drew a crate and I drew a gun. That's about it for as far as the artwork goes, and as you can see, I haven't implemented any of it in the actual game yet. I'm trying to actually figure out the mechanics of the game before I throw in artwork, just because I don't want to have to change all the artwork if I end up changing the mechanics. You know, form follows function. So once again, before I close off here, we'll move them here, like directly underneath, and we will run layout. And it kind of moves crazy up and then to the left. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. I need to figure that out. Alright, so that's the video for now. I will go ahead and stop it now.